Welcome back to Dinar Daily. Today, we bring you the kind of news that has been the subject of speculation and dreams for a generation of currency holders. We have received confirmation that Tier 4B has been greenlit and the highly anticipated revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong is now officially marked as underway. This isn't just another fleeting rumor. It's a monumental development that has sent ripples across the financial world. The most remarkable detail is that a celebration event is officially scheduled for September 8th, 2025. This date is being circled on calendars across the globe as a pivotal moment in modern financial history. For 2 decades, countless individuals have waited, studied, and prepared for this precise moment, and now the doors are finally swinging open. Over the course of this report, we'll delve into the specifics of what this means for currency holders, the broader impact on global markets, and the reason why this particular date is so significant. Stay with us, as this could be the most important financial report you've ever watched. For years, the phrase Tier 4B has carried an almost mythical weight within the currency revaluation community. It has been a code name for the hopes and expectations of a global network of ordinary people who have patiently held on to their currency, believing in a future financial shift. Unlike the earlier tiers, which include institutional investors, sovereign nations, and large humanitarian trusts, Tier 4B is a category that represents the everyday individual. These are the men and women who, through their own research and faith, purchased and held the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong, among other eligible currencies. This group has grown into a vast, interconnected community bound by a shared belief that wealth redistribution through currency revaluation was not only possible but inevitable. The recent confirmations coming from multiple, reliable, independent sources indicate that this is no longer a theoretical exercise, but a practical reality. This confirmation is fundamentally different from past speculations. The news now circulating suggests that Tier 4B has not only been given the green light, but major banks have also received their final instructions and have completed the readiness of their systems, protocols, and exchange centers. This moves the conversation from hopeful anticipation into the realm of practical activation. After years of meticulous preparation and planning, the process of moving forward with private exchanges is no longer happening behind closed doors. It is now officially active, signaling a profound turning point in the long journey for those who have waited. The activation of these protocols confirms that the financial infrastructure is ready to handle the influx of transactions and begin the process of revaluing these currencies on a global scale. This development is a testament to the years of coordinated effort that have gone into making this moment a reality. Among all the currencies that have been the subject of revaluation discussions, 2 have consistently remained at the forefront: the Iraqi dinar, or IQD, and the Vietnamese dong, or VND. Their prominence is not arbitrary. It is rooted in deep economic, geopolitical, and historical factors. Iraq, a nation blessed with vast oil reserves, significant natural gas fields, and abundant mineral wealth, has long had its currency artificially suppressed due to decades of political instability, war, and corruption. Many financial experts have argued that the dinar's value has traded far below its true potential. Now, with a more stable government, increased energy exports, and stronger international partnerships, the foundation for a revaluation has solidified, allowing Iraq to reclaim its rightful economic position. The country's increasing stability is a key factor in this financial realignment. Meanwhile, the Vietnamese dong represents a different but equally compelling story of resilience and rapid economic expansion in Southeast Asia. Vietnam has become one of the fastest-growing economies in the world, attracting significant foreign investment and building a robust manufacturing sector that has consistently generated a steady trade surplus. Yet for many years, its currency was intentionally kept at a suppressed level to encourage exports and maintain a competitive edge. This policy created a significant imbalance between the country's actual economic performance and its monetary representation. By confirming the revaluation of both the IQD and the VND simultaneously, the stage is set for a historic dual currency revaluation. This is not a change affecting just one nation, but two strategically important countries, creating a milestone that will have historic and economic significance for participants worldwide. The choice of September 8, 2025, as a key date is not random, it is the result of precise and strategic planning. Financial analysts and historians often note that major banking institutions and international monetary systems operate on specific cycles that align with fiscal year resets and strategic reporting periods. Early September is an ideal window for such a significant event as it allows institutions to seamlessly integrate new financial data and policy shifts with minimal disruption. For Iraq, this date is particularly significant as it aligns with the nation's official publication platform, the Gazette, where new financial and governmental announcements are formally documented to ensure legal validity on an international scale. This alignment is a key indicator of the seriousness and legitimacy of the event. Furthermore, both Iraq and Vietnam are experiencing unprecedented economic momentum right now. Iraq's economy is being fueled by record trade surpluses driven by oil revenues and diversified exports, while Vietnam continues to strengthen its international reserves with steady foreign investment and growing global demand for its products. By selecting September 8th, planners are ensuring that the announcements are released into the marketplace at a time of maximum economic confidence, political stability, and financial readiness. Symbolically, this date represents the culmination of years of waiting and the dawn of a new financial chapter. Strategically, it allows governments, institutions, and participants to synchronize with fiscal calendars and market cycles, ensuring the smoothest possible transition. This convergence of timelines on a single day speaks volumes about the level of coordination and seriousness behind the entire event. When we examine an event of this scale, it is crucial to consider the perspectives of those with insider knowledge and economic expertise. The collective voices of analysts and observers form a compelling narrative that underscores the significance of this moment. For instance, Karim al-Sudani, a respected Iraqi economist with decades of experience, recently framed the dinar's revaluation as a symbolic step for Iraq to reclaim its rightful place among global economies. He views this as Iraq rejoining the international stage not as a dependent nation but as an equal contributor to global trade and finance. This viewpoint highlights the national pride and geopolitical importance of this financial shift, emphasizing that it's about more than just numbers on a ledger. It's about a nation's identity and its role in the world. On the Vietnamese side, Professor Liam Trana, a leading financial strategist based in Hanoi, referred to the Vietnamese dong as a hidden giant, whose true economic growth has been suppressed for decades in service of export-driven policies. She believes this revaluation will finally allow Vietnam's remarkable economic performance to be officially recognized, which could further boost its regional influence and attract even more foreign investment. This perspective highlights the strategic and economic foresight of Vietnam's government in managing its currency. Meanwhile, John Peterson, a U.S. market insider with close ties to banking networks, explained that the confirmation of Tier 4B is the precise moment everyone has been waiting for because it eliminates all doubt and provides the green light that banks needed to execute exchanges confidently. The alignment of these diverse voices, academic, regional, and financial, offers a powerful validation from multiple angles. They all converge on one unmistakable message: this revaluation is real, historic, and is unfolding right now. For the millions of individuals around the world who have been holding the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong, the significance of this event goes far beyond the technical mechanics of exchange rates. This is not just about watching numbers change on a screen. It represents the culmination of years, and in some cases decades, of immense patience, belief, and preparation. For many, the most immediate impact will be the achievement of genuine financial freedom. Countless holders have openly shared their aspirations of paying off long-standing debts, funding their children's education, or finally achieving a comfortable retirement without the fear of financial insecurity. Beyond individual freedom, this event is poised to spark generational change. Families will be able to secure long-term stability, creating legacies that extend far beyond a single lifetime. This may involve establishing trusts, launching new businesses, or creating foundations that ensure future prosperity for children and grandchildren. The potential for this kind of wealth redistribution to a wide range of citizens is unprecedented in scale. At a community level, a profound ripple effect is anticipated as ordinary people with new financial resources inevitably invest in local economies, support charitable causes, and launch projects that enrich their neighborhoods and towns. This redistribution is a significant shift of wealth from institutional and governmental hands to the hands of everyday citizens, and its potential for positive impact is almost incalculable. However, with such a monumental opportunity comes great responsibility. Experts are already cautioning that this is not a lottery ticket to be squandered, but rather a powerful financial tool that requires careful planning, wise decision-making, and patience. Those who approach this event with maturity and foresight will be the best positioned to turn their newfound wealth into genuine and enduring stability. It is a moment that demands a shift in mindset, from one of anticipation to one of strategic action. The long wait has prepared many for this moment, but the next step requires an even greater level of discipline and thoughtful consideration to ensure that the wealth acquired is managed wisely for the long term. This is an opportunity to build a solid foundation for the future, not just for oneself, but for one's family and community. While much of the focus has been on the currencies and their holders, an equally important aspect of this story is the readiness of the banking system itself. Over the past several weeks, reports from across the United States indicate that major financial institutions, including Wells Fargo, Chase, HSBC, and Bank of America, have completed extensive internal testing to ensure the smooth processing of incoming IQD and VND exchanges. These preparations are far more than simple software updates. They involve end-to-end simulations of transactions, robust security protocols, and comprehensive customer service operations designed to guarantee a seamless experience once exchanges begin. These behind-the-scenes actions confirm the seriousness with which the financial world is approaching this event. Inside banking circles, rumors suggest that internal memos have been circulated, confirming that specialized payout options are being tailored to meet the diverse needs of different clients. These options may range from standard exchange rates to structured packages that could offer higher contract rates for those willing to commit funds towards specific humanitarian or development projects. In addition, designated redemption centers are being prepared to handle the initial surge of participants, providing a controlled and secure environment where exchanges can occur with efficiency and discretion. Industry insiders report that secure scheduling portals will be activated shortly after the September 8th event, allowing Tier 4B participants to book appointments without chaos or overcrowding at local branches. The fact that these mechanisms are already in place underscores the meticulous coordination between financial institutions and regulatory authorities. For those in Tier 4B, the message is unmistakably clear. After years of speculation, anticipation, and preparation, the infrastructure is finally ready and your time has truly arrived. Even before the official launch date, international markets are already showing early signs of response, confirming that the impact of this dual revaluation is not confined to a single region or sector. The foreign exchange (Forex) community, known for its rapid and real-time analysis, has seen record levels of traffic in forums, chat rooms, and trading platforms as professional and retail traders recalibrate their strategies in anticipation of new rate structures for the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong. This hive of activity signals that the financial world is taking this revaluation very seriously, preparing for a major shift in the global currency landscape. Commodity markets, which often serve as bellwethers for broader economic confidence, are also reflecting this momentum. Analysts have observed a remarkable stabilization in oil prices, a direct reflection of Iraq's increased credibility as a reliable energy supplier. At the same time, confidence in gold, which typically reacts to instability, has remained firm. This indicates that markets are interpreting the revaluation not as a disruptive force, but as a stabilizing event that will lead to greater economic certainty. Across Asia, Vietnam's trade partners are taking notice of the dong's impending strength and are preparing for significant shifts in export balances, renegotiating contracts and planning for new levels of parity in their trade relationships. What becomes clear is that this is not an isolated event. It is a global shift with ripple effects across forex markets, commodities, and international trade agreements. The financial community is already adjusting in anticipation of September 8th, treating it as a watershed moment that will not only alter the value of two currencies but the very landscape of international exchange. It's a testament to the power of a coordinated financial effort on a global scale. As we examine the charts, data, and expert analyses, it's vital to pause and recognize the human side of this moment. Behind every note of Iraqi dinar or Vietnamese dong held in a safe or bank deposit box, there is a personal story. Many of you remember the first time you heard about these currencies, often through word of mouth or quiet research. Some made your first purchases decades ago, when critics dismissed the idea and skeptics mocked the possibility of a revaluation. It was not easy to hold through years of uncertainty, shifting timelines, and countless rumors. Yet, you held on. You believed in the potential of these nations and trusted in your vision. Today, history is proving that such patience was not misplaced. This is more than a financial event. It is a validation of perseverance, courage, and the willingness to stand firm when others doubted. The revaluation represents more than just a potential for wealth. It symbolizes a reward for vision, endurance, and faith in the face of ridicule. As September 8th approaches, you should take immense pride in what you represent. You are not just currency holders. You are participants in a global movement that will soon be studied in financial history books. This is your chapter, your moment, and your legacy. Hold your head high, not only because of what is about to happen, but because of the long road you walked to get here. The road was long and filled with challenges, but your resolve has carried you to the very threshold of transformation. With the news of the Tier 4B confirmation and the dual revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong, it is absolutely essential to approach this moment with a sense of caution and responsibility. First and foremost, please remember that this channel does not provide financial advice. Our role is simply to share verified updates, expert commentary, and curated market insights to keep you informed. Every financial decision you make should be guided by a licensed professional who understands your personal financial situation and can tailor recommendations accordingly. This is a crucial step to protect your interests. History has shown that, in times of great opportunity, scams and fraudulent schemes often rise in number. Already, reports have surfaced of individuals and groups attempting to lure unsuspecting holders with promises of exclusive deals or faster access in exchange for sensitive personal information or upfront payments. Such offers are not only illegitimate, but also dangerous. The safest course of action is to rely solely on official banking instructions, verified redemption centers, and trusted financial institutions. Never share personal details such as account numbers, identification, or currency holdings with any unverified party. Additionally, remain skeptical of rumors, particularly those circulating in informal forums or social media groups, without a credible source. Protecting your wealth requires as much vigilance as obtaining it. This is not the time to rush into rash decisions or trust questionable sources. It is the time to proceed carefully, ensuring that the opportunity you have waited for translates into genuine and lasting benefits. Prudence, patience, and the protection of your personal information will safeguard your role in this historic transition. And so, after years of research, waiting, and perseverance, we have arrived at this extraordinary moment. Tier 4B has been confirmed, the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong have been revalued, and a celebration date has been set for September 8, 2025. The theories, debates, and speculations that have surrounded this event for decades are now converging into a profound reality, and every one of you who held on through the highs and lows is standing at the threshold of a new life. This is not just news, It is history in the making, a shift that will be remembered for generations to come. As you move forward, remember that your preparation, your patience, and your discipline are the keys that will allow you to fully benefit from this event. If you found this report valuable, we encourage you to stay connected by subscribing to this channel, liking this video to help spread awareness, and sharing it with other currency holders who may not yet realize the magnitude of what is unfolding. Our mission has always been to provide clarity, truth, and motivation during times of uncertainty, and now we have the privilege of delivering a historic confirmation during a time of immense change. Until our next update, remain hopeful, stay informed, and most importantly, stay ready. The future you believed in is no longer a distant dream. It is here, it is real, and it is unfolding right before your eyes.